A year ago, using artificial intelligence at the office usually meant opening a separate browser tab, pasting in some text, and asking a chatbot to summarize an email. It was an isolated experiment, cut off from the actual work. That phase is over. Corporate teams are now wiring artificial intelligence directly into their permanent infrastructure. To see the scale, look at India's largest service providers. Infosys, TCS, and Wipro deployed Microsoft 365 Copilot to over 300,000 employees. The metrics show deep integration. Wipro reports 95% active monthly usage, generating 7.5 million prompts, saving 250,000 full-time equivalent days per quarter. India is currently leading one of the fastest enterprise AI rollouts ever recorded, turning these tools into the standard infrastructure of the modern workplace. This massive adoption worked because employees didn't have to learn a complex new platform. The AI was injected directly into the legacy tools they've used for decades: Word, Excel, and Outlook. This diagram represents the typical morning communication bottleneck. Professionals often log in to drown in unread email threads and fragmented meeting notes. Copilot in Outlook processes that inbox by scanning multi-layered threads, extracting only the specific, urgent action items requiring immediate attention. The same logic applies to virtual meetings. A late joiner on a Teams call can ask the AI for a private recap of missed decisions, catching up without disrupting the live conversation. This utility comes from the systematic removal of cognitive friction in daily communication. Beyond communication, this integration changes data analysis. While data drives corporate strategy, extracting insights is usually gated behind a requirement for advanced spreadsheet skills and complex formula knowledge. Watch this scatterplot animation. Making sense of a messy dataset usually takes hours. Now, any employee can use plain English to ask the software to spot hidden trends, instantly aligning the noise into a clear narrative. The AI builds complex pivot tables and generates custom formula columns based on natural language requests. The user never has to write a single line of syntax. By removing the technical bottleneck, this turns every employee into a capable analyst, allowing high-level data interpretation to happen across the entire corporate structure. The final friction point for Indian IT and consulting teams is manual documentation, the hours burned drafting reports and formatting pitch decks under tight client deadlines. A user provides a rough bulleted brief in Word. The AI processes the prompt, rapidly expanding it into a structured project proposal in seconds. That document can then be instantly translated into a formatted PowerPoint presentation with a single command. For delivery and consulting teams managing intensive client review cycles, skipping the manual formatting stage saves several hours per project. Saving 15 minutes on an email summary or an hour on a slide deck adds up. When multiplied across hundreds of thousands of workers every day, this compounding effect drives massive organizational efficiency. This frictionless integration at scale has shifted the baseline for how Indian corporate teams structure their day. Organizations are moving away from a model of manual task execution and adopting what industry leaders call a human plus AI operating model. Because the software now handles the heavy lifting of formatting, drafting, and data synthesis, the human worker's role is shifting from a basic creator to a strategic director. This chart visualizes the core competencies required for that role. Employees must master prompt engineering to guide the AI, data interpretation to verify the outputs, and critical thinking to apply those insights to business problems. This skills gap is why industrial training programs, like those at Digital Training Jet, are focusing on these exact competencies to prepare professionals for the current workplace. Artificial intelligence won't replace corporate professionals, but professionals who know how to collaborate with AI will absolutely replace those who do not.